Exposing the unknown in the shadows. Welcome to Supernatural Encounter. Dr. Frank Seabane and Victoria Franklin are your guides through the chilling world of the supernatural, where the natural encounters the supernatural. It's never a dull moment encounter. Subscribe now and step into the unknown.
So, how did you get to America?
So, first of all, my wife invited me here.
Okay.
My wife lived here most part of our life.
Okay.
And when I met my wife, because my wife's dad is in Scripture Union, so we always.
Okay.
I knew her also as a young lady in Scripture Union, but I didn't know she was my wife.
Okay.
Even though at the time when I knew she was my wife, no, I didn't know. But when there was a time in my life when I just took her picture and put in my house as my wife.
Okay.
But I didn't need it. So, but it saved me too, going to university here. If you come to my house, you always see her pictures. And it's not my wife.
Wow.
But I was also looking for a wife. I would just use that to let people not disturb me.
Okay.
So it was when I was in law school. That was when I realized that I'm a likable person.
Okay.
Actually, someone told me I was the most liked person in law school.
Wow.
So that was when I realized that I needed, because I was like, who is going to be my wife? Like, you look, everybody got to get engaged. Those that are not yet engaged in law school had to get engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I remember I had a lady that was close to me. We were all leaders in the fellowship.
Okay.
And she was also engaged. And like all of them were engaged apart from me. And one that was close to me, she was like, okay, should I get married? And I said, God, where is my wife here? And I heard God's voice and your wife is not in law school.
Wow.
It was then God told me that my wife is my wife. I said, wait, I was doing that as a joke.
But not knowing that it is real.
Yes. You know that you can play, oh, this is my wife. Like,
yeah.
And she was much younger than me, so I was just, it was a joke. I said, Jesus, she's my wife. I ran immediately that day, called her. And it happened 1 minute. That 1 minute call would be like about 100 or 200 boss.
Yeah,
and I don't think I have more than that. That was all I had. So I made the call and she picked. And I said, I want to ask you a question. Will you marry me?
Somebody you don't know. I mean somebody you've not moved with.
I've not.
No, there was no courtship. You just proposed immediately.
No, and I didn't have time for. I didn't have more than 1 minute.
Wow.
I couldn't afford it. I said, and I needed to settle that in my heart to avoid distraction. She said, and I'll tell you what happened that day. She said, that's not how to say it. And I can't actually.
I know why I'm laughing.
I can't actually knew. Her mom already knew. I didn't have an idea. I said,
wow.
I said, I just want to know now. He said, she tried to get me, but I have to ask my pastor. We have to pray.
Okay.
I said, I don't have time for that. I just want to know, that you're my wife. No, mama, the phone cut. I was devastated, but I didn't get the answer. Luckily, she called back immediately.
Okay.
This phone was scarce.
Okay.
They called back. She said,
not those days whereby you have to go to Nitel.
That's it.
By 4 a.m.
It's close. It's around the same season.
Okay.
Because I have to go to a cyber cave. There's a cyber cave where
it's
an internet called cyber cave. So she's like, you know what? Okay, that is okay. It's yes for her, but she still has to pray and talk to us. I said, no, those ones, it's okay, do that. But I just want to get this clear.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got a phone. Do you know when I went to host it that day? That lady that was close to me in law school, that was the fellowship, came to me that day crying. I said, what happened? She said, she just broke up with the guy today.
The same day you got engaged,
yes.
In quotes, okay?
Honestly, I'm telling you right now, the way I adored that girl, if I did propose my wife that day,
you would die.
In consoling her, I would tell her, forget that guy. Because I would have done that same day. So, but
the footsteps of the righteous are ordered by God.
He was ordering my steps. He was ordering my steps in ways. And then when I even came back to here, it wasn't easy to flow because already I was already doing ministry in Nigeria. I came to US hoping to start ministry.
Immediately.
Flow. I thought I was ready. I didn't know I needed some other stuff, like I needed patience. You know? I needed patience. And God was able to use my wife to give me patience. Because when I came newly, I didn't want to. I realized I couldn't stay, you know. My wife has not yet, you know, she was not in the place where I felt we could flow.
Okay.
In the ministry.
Okay.
So I was like, no, this is not what I want to do. I want to go back to Nigeria. Me and her agreed. I said to her, I'm going back to Nigeria. I already had my own house in Nigeria. I had cars in Nigeria. I had a church I was pastoring. I had a good job. I was a special advisor to the governor of Abia State then.
Wow.
Environmental.
Wow.
If you look at the end of that year, you'll see that I was doing well.
Wow.
So coming here to start afresh, everything afresh, my wife was also start at 2. My wife didn't have a job. So we all going to start afresh. I was like, no. I was already, I had a book, I had books I wrote, I had my CDs.
Okay.
So we agreed to go back. That was how I met Pastor Yemi.
Okay. Okay.
I saw his name in a magazine that he can sell books and steps. So I called him, I said, I went with my wife, I said, take my books and steps, and if you sell them, give it to her, she's my wife, and I'll go back to Nigeria. Before my that first form they give.
That's I-94.
I-94 before it expires.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to go. And
okay, so the first time you came in with B1, B2?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I had to go before it expired.
Okay.
So he now asked me, would you mind coming to minister to our church? We're having a conference.
Okay.
That was part of the testimony I gave yesterday.
Okay.
So I said no, I wouldn't go. I said my wife, because my wife just got a job that same week.
Okay.
And I wouldn't want to go anywhere with her, you know. He said, he said, okay. Going back that same day, the next day, my wife lost a job. And the program is the next day.
Okay.
I called him, I said, okay, change your plan, we can go. You know, that was how I went, ministered. Oh my God, the power of God was so much.
God allowed that job to go so you can do the work of God.
Yes. So when we now came to that program, he was so anointed that the church gave me their church to start my first ministry.
Wow.
But it was also short-lived because a lot of manipulations were so high. So I was bent on going back to Nigeria.
Okay.
It was in the revelation. Meanwhile, there were some things I wanted to see in my wife for ministry. Like those days I was telling my wife in our church, she's one of the best praise and worship leaders. Okay. She worships. I wanted my wife to worship, sing. Actually, yesterday she was going to take the mic. Okay. So I wanted my wife to worship, sing with me. My wife couldn't really put 2 songs together. So it was in a reflection. I saw my wife, and it was 25 years. And it was 5 years, and I went to minister in the church where she was the pastor's wife. I was the preacher, and she was ministering. Jesus, when I saw her, I knew she was my wife. And everything I needed in the woman, she had it.
She has it.
She was a powerful worshiper. The intellectual parts, they told me what she studied.
Okay.
I said, she had it academically, she had it spiritually, she had it everywhere around. I was like, this is the woman I wanted in a wife. I said, what did I do? I woke up. I planned my wedding in 1 month.
Wow, when you have already planned to go back to Nigeria?
Actually, I've cancelled my wedding, my first wedding.
Okay.
We cancelled it. We cancelled the wedding, we cancelled like more than once.
Okay.
So, because I was telling God what I want to see if I get married. When I had the revelation, I didn't need any other prophet. I just woke up like this. I called my brother, I called my sister, I said, I have a meeting. So I said, that was around April.
Okay.
Early April so. I said, I'm wedding on May 1st. They said, my brother said, okay, how much do you have?
Which year was that?
This should be 2010.
Okay.
When I came to this country, 2009.
After 1 year.
Over 1 year. I said I'm wedding next month, May 1st. They said, okay, what's the plan? I said, and I need limousine that will wait for us.
Okay.
I think this should be like March ending.
Okay.
I put the May 1st. And then I talked about my wedding, big wedding. I had big plan. No plan. I was like, okay, so do you have senior servants? No. Your wife any servants? No.
Okay.
It's not like I have ministry or have church, nothing. I think one of them, somebody must have walked out of that meeting like, he's kidding.
Is he actually something is not wrong?
Anyway, somebody told me after my wedding that this one of the newest wedding he has seen like in this place.
Wow.
Do you know that the limo guy that was supposed to be like 1 hour stayed all through, and it was. So, and looking back right now, my brother, that's the my brother saw my wife preach one day in the church. He called me and said, today we have a calling.
Wow.
He was like, she even preached better than you. I said, yeah. Everything I was hoping for, the other day, me and her was doing a song together.
Okay.
We write songs together. She writes songs, powerful songs.
Okay.
And I like everything I would have wanted that doesn't seem to be there.
Oh wow. Wow.
And like we come together for this program, those days the first time I attempted to go out with her, we fought all through the roads. And I can't remember why we fought. And today it's hard to want to go out.
Without her. Wow. Viewers, the footsteps of the righteous are ordered by God. Those of you that are looking for wife, you just have to hear from God. And when you hear from God, most of the time what you are looking for will not be in that person. But if it is God, He will make a way. He says He knows the thought He has towards you, thought of good, not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. Always marry the will of God. The will of God. Man of God, this your life testimony is really, 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 really an encounter.
Subscribe now and step into the unknown.